Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Monday evening. I have just had my first day back at work after my holiday. That was fun. And actually wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. So yeah, that was quite good. This evening I am talking about things I do that I don't particularly notice I do. And it comes from the comments on the batch cooking and the shopping videos. And there was a few mentions of, if you add this or if you do this, if you do that. And one of them was that you save the bits of vegetables that are going out. And I was like, yeah, I do that. I normally roast them. If they're in the fridge and they're going, I'll roast them and freeze them, because I have now discovered it's a good way to get me to eat vegetables, because I'm not a big fruit and veg person, is to roast the vegetables. I will eat way more roasted vegetables than I will boiled. So that's that sorted. But I thought, what else did I do that I did? And I put the baked potatoes in the air fryer this evening. Now, it was the double air fryer that I used, and I put them in for 160 degrees, 45 minutes on one side, 30 minutes on the other side, and they were perfect. Like, totally perfect. I am so pleased. So I have obviously had one for my dinner, so I now feel exceedingly fat. But that's them ready, so we can have them for lunches tomorrow, dinner tomorrow, and the next day. That'll be them sorted, because Kathleen's on holiday this week, so she'll be here for lunch as well. But when I was getting my cheese for the baked potato, obviously I went into the freezer and got the bag of cheese that I had shredded before, and I was like, oh yeah, that as well. So I sat and made a list while I was waiting on the baked potato finishing. And obviously cheese. Now, if I can get reduced cheese, if when I go into Asda's on a Sunday, there is cheese reduced, which there very, very seldom is, I will buy a load of it, put it in the food processor to shred it, and put it in the freezer. So, although I haven't done an awful lot of that recently, even if it's on offer, it's worth buying then. If Asda, it's on the rollback, or in Tesco, if it's on the club card price, get a load of it then, shred it and freeze it. So much easier. I mean, the last big bag I did of shredded cheese lasted us for nearly a year. And that's with Kathleen. Or no, that wasn't Kathleen. Kathleen wasn't here at that time. But it lasted me, myself, nearly a year. The root veggies, yeah, exactly. If you can find them reduced, then you blanch them and freeze them, roast them and freeze them. Peppers, you can chop and freeze. I chop and freeze them raw and then throw them in to get cooked with whatever's in slow cookers. Or roast them. Don't know if you can freeze them after you've roasted them. Not sure what that does to peppers. I haven't got that far yet. Butter. I freeze butter. If I find butter on offer, I buy a load of it. Freeze it. Pizza, garlic bread, other breads, crumpets, anything like that. Anything that's reduced in the bread thing, buy it and freeze it. Tail end of veggies in your fridge, because we're all full of good intentions and you put the veggies in your fridge, etc, etc. If they're starting to turn, get them chopped up and make them into soup. Throw them in the blender thing. Chop them up, make them into soup and freeze the soup. Now, I've got here about my salad stuff. I have not eaten a lot of salad in my lifetime. I very seldom used to buy salad stuff, but I'm quite conscious just now in my new job, because I take lunch with me. I try and get like lettuce, cucumber, tomatoes. I know there's much more to salad than that, but bear with me, I'm getting there. But take that, like today I had that, and I'd taken a tub of, I think it was chicken pieces, because I've got a lot of little tubs with cooked meats. And that's what I have. In fact, just while you're there, we will just go and see what cooked meat we're having tomorrow. And the first one my hands get laid on, ham. So I'll leave that out. That'll be defrosted tomorrow. So I'll have my lettuce, cucumber, tomato, coleslaw and ham tomorrow for lunch. But your salad stuff, apart from like your lettuce, all your tomatoes and cabbage and carrots and things like that, you can use them for stir fry or for pasta dishes. And for me, that is like, oh, I could do that and I could do like stir fry or, as I say, pasta. I normally do it with like tuna pasta. I call it tuna pasta salad. It's basically tuna with pasta, a load of mayonnaise and a load of, I put onions, mushrooms, sweet corn, peppers, cucumber, tomato. I put all that through it. And then we leave it in the fridge and we have it cold. So that's how I would use some of the salad stuff up. And for meat, I was just thinking, because in days of old when I was exceedingly skint, we had bacon fried rice. It was a rasher of bacon each for Kathleen and I, with onions and mushrooms and peas and sweet corn. And basically the bacon was a strong enough flavour to flavour the rice through when you fried it up. So that was really good. And that's what I'm saying here. If you've only got a small amount of meat to stretch out, chop it up small and add it to things like omelettes, stir fries. For me, it's like my corned beef hash, but I will do it with anything. The corned beef's quite good because it sort of splits and flavours every bit of potato. But if I don't have corned beef, say I've got maybe a pork chop or something, but it's to feed two of us, one pork chop, I will chop it up small, slice the potato, slice the onions, put mushrooms again, peas, sweet corn, whatever I've got. Fry it up, put it through. So, and my basic tenet is try and get at least 3 flavours per forkful. You do not have to get meat per forkful, and especially if you don't eat meat. But I always try and get like 3 flavours per forkful and definitely 2 different textures, because I can't be doing with a mouthful of mush. Even my macaroni cheese, I put onions and peas and sweet corn through, so that you're not just chomping on mush. And the whole reason I'm telling you this is because that's how I've managed to save so much money. That's how I've managed to make my shopping go further. It's all those little bits that over the years you forget you're doing. You forget that that is something that you do, and you just do it automatically. So if you don't do any of them automatically, maybe give them a try, because certainly it's helped me be able to stock up. It's helped me be able to batch cook. It's helped me be able to do Asda's at 6:30 in the morning the week before payday. Do you know, it makes a difference. So now, as you can hear, that's the dog outside the back door. So I'm going to go and let her in, and I will catch you later.